Hello, hello. Giving a RockyRoer puzzle a go. A Renban with an extra rule around numbered room clues, which I rather like the look of. So, normal Renbans, but all of these lines alternate between what he's called active and inactive. And active cells are ones that could be labelled by a numbered room. So I did have a quick think. Oh, I haven't restarted the timer, have I? About the puzzle before and realised that actually I'll probably do blue as active. That these can't be the active ones because you can only point to these with ones in the top row, nines in the bottom, and then something on either end. So you've only got 4 things. So these are going to be your active. These will be inactive. Ones will be somewhere here, and likewise nines will be somewhere down there. So I was just wondering if that implies that these can't be active as well. This middle cell's interesting, of course, isn't it? Because that comes from 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, and it's got a 9 on it. Yeah, so that's a 1 or 2, isn't it? And then one of these ends is that cell, and the other end is the other of 1 and 2. Oh, that's interesting, isn't it? So yeah, so what I was thinking about is if again these are all active, what does that do? Yes, that just breaks because they'd need a 1 on them, of course. And you can't have the 1 and the 9. So these guys are inactive and they're active. And these can't be pointed at by the 1s. So either these cells are 9s or these point in, and then look at that. So both of those can't point at both of those because of one of these having to be a 1, 2. So one of these is a 1, 2, and then it's got to be a 3 and a 7 as the other thing. Funky. This is going to be interesting at this point, surely, because that 3 or 7, if that was 7, this would have to be 2 through 6. If it's 3, then you get a degree of freedom, don't you? Ah, yeah, that's fine though. This guy needs activating, but that could be with 5s or with this being a 2. With this being 8. I was going to say, do you have to be a bit careful about making sure you're not activating these? And in fact, you do. Get 2s there. Huh. So if that's 1, it's active, but yeah, so yeah. I might end up colouring all of the active cells, potentially. Nothing matters about being double activated, does it, I assume? I can't imagine that being a problem. So now this can't be 7 because of the 2. That is, yeah, that's way too few, isn't it? So that's a 3. Your 1, 3 pair on the ends. And so if that's 3, then that's 9. But that seems okay. One of these has got to be a 1, and it's not going to be that one. Lovely. So that's a 4 on 9 to finish off this. And it's got to be a 4. Crazy. Cool. So this guy is active from the 4. And this guy's got to be active with a 5 on either end because it's not from top or bottom. So we're going to have a 5 somewhere here and here, which I mean could go here, or it could, but the point is it can't go somewhere like that, is what I'm thinking about. One of these 2, oh, they could be activated with 6s, couldn't they? I was thinking maybe one of these had to be the 9. I don't think so. I like this little guy, by the way. This thing's now quite small, at least. That's not 3. And if that was, so if that's 1, it's active. And then that would therefore have to, because of this being even, right? That would have to force a 9 there. So if that's 1, you get a 9 here to activate it. And that couldn't be an 8, but that's not really much. And 1 puts 2, 3. Is that saying anything? It's a 9 there. And if instead this was active, that would have to be a 3. And that could be activated in a bunch of ways with a 9 or an 8 or a 1. If this was 1, that doesn't work because then that would be active, but that couldn't be. How many is that? That's only 6, isn't it? If this guy is active... Oh, he can be from here. I always forget about that. That would put a 9 over there. That seems okay. Well, we're on a roll for a bit. We slow down again. Timing. And if either of these were a 5, right? Well, say that cell's 5, because it puts a 3 there. I mean, that breaks... oh, yeah. Yeah, no, because if either of these are 5, that's 3, that's active. And that has to be a 1, because that's the only way it's getting activated. Isn't it? Yeah. So neither of these are 5s, and you definitely get a 2 here or here. Which means that that's not 2 at least. And if that's 8, we know that's active. That would have... Oh, this is a 1 or 3. Yes, yeah. So both of those have to be active, and this one can't be. That can't be 1. So this guy has to be active, so he is a 1. So now that's activated by that. So this is the 9, activating that one. That's got to go 2 and 3 like this. And who's activating him? It's got to be that. So that's 9 and 5. 6, 7, 8. Awesome. Very good. That's not 9. So what's activating this cell? It can only be this. No, because that could be a 1. Yeah. True. That's activating that, so that's not 9. Because we're very limited on how many of these things have to hit these. So if that's 8, that's 9, that's 1. Or that's 2, 1, 9. Oh, hang on a mo. Yeah. That's forming like a activated doodad, isn't it? So that's got to be 9. An activated pair with the 2 and 8. That's pretty. The cell's relatively small. If it was 1, right? I mean, 6s get used up here and here, which is sort of interesting. Yeah, what I kind of want to do is activate everything. You kind of want them to be a different color, but to make sure that every time I've hit something, like I think I'll cross off stuff that where I've marked it as being activated. Yeah, that sounds like a sensible move. And shall I actually cross off these? I think not currently. I was about to make that not a 9. Oh, this guy is active. Oh, yeah, no, that's okay, because I hadn't crossed him off yet, had I? So that is inactive, and that's a 2, and that's a 1. Lovely. So now that's got both of those. That's active. He's hitting this. He's hitting that. And we're all good. Pink and blue. Awesome. So either this is 6 or that's 4 for this guy, and that can't be 6. That's got to be a 4. Very good. And what's going to determine this thing, I wonder? 9876, is that useful? Particularly. Anything that can't or is forced to go on here, you can still get a 9 on this line, can't you? I'm pretty sure. Seems fine. 2s, look, 2s are up here. I'll get rid of those 6s. So that's not 2, 2s are there. So now 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Don't have 8s on here at all. 2 9 pair. Nice. Right. I go back to just marking off some stuff that I know is properly activated. Is happy. This little geezer, he can't be active. You can't get a 9 over there. And so how are you getting activated? That can't be 8. Look at that. Let's make sure I pencil mark that properly. 3, 2. That can't be an 8. That's not hitting it. So this guy's got 2 with a 6 down here. Cross you off. This one not being 4, not being 6. Not being 6, that's got to be a 4. Lovely job. Puts 4s here. Which we kind of knew already. They're given 2. Oh, 4, yeah, 4s and 3s, but yeah, sure. If that's 5, that's a 2 5 pair. But if that's 1, that could be whatever. Interesting. This is now pretty big, but doesn't have a 4 in it at all. Lovely. So they're all relatively large. That cell's not 9, right? Then what am I trying to say? Nope, not sure. This can't be 5 because of that. Sixes? 9, yeah, 6s have to go there or there. 8s can go anywhere, and 7s similarly. So yeah, so if that's 7 or 8, it has to go up here. But that's just whatever. Certainly allowed to do that. Unnoticed 5s. Oh, so close. Well, yeah, they're a 7, 8, 9 triple, aren't they? So these two cells are the same. 5, 7, and 8. Not doing anything. Yeah, they're a triple. So wait, if that one's 7 and 8, now hang on, is that true? That sees that sees that, and they, yeah. So if that's 7 or 8, it repeats. That's 7, 8, 9. Yeah. So that's a 6. Well, I thought I'd messed up there, but I think we're okay. Is he's been activated by that 4? That's nice. Now this 7, 8, 9 is obviously seeing some of these, which is probably going to be the next place to look, isn't it? 7, 8, 9, 7, 8. 6s are down here, up here. But not sure if that does anything. Yeah, let's have a look at this guy. Oopsie. Because so if yellow was active, that would have to be an 8. To activate this. What would be activating that? Not this, not this, not this, not that. None of those 3 activate that thing. So these are definitely inactive and green is active. That's not 8. What's activating this? It's got to be this guy. He's now done. This is hit with a 7 or 9. That could be hit with a 5. This guy, I could be a 1. Weird. This can't be a 5. Make sure you're doing the... what am I trying to say? What I might do as well, actually, is, although I don't know what that is, I'm crossing him off because he's not influencing anything else at this point. And then, at that point, don't have to think about them again, if that makes sense. And hopefully, because I've certainly done this before in a puzzle, hopefully I don't mislabel something. That guy can't be 5. Yeah, this is probably very useful. That guy can be 5. No, he's being picked up from that. 7s is there or there. That's not 7. Anything else for us? This little 5, 7, 8. And this stuff. It's almost doing something, isn't it? But not quite. I'm going to put in what this can be, even though it's going to be a lot, just because I'm interested in how it interacts with these two things. Because I don't think that can be active, can it? Oh, it can with a 7. Ah. So I'm going to have to go back to this, aren't I? So if that's 4, that would have to be 9. 7, 8, and 5. Puts 5 and puts 5 and it works. Hang on a minute. If that's... Yeah, if that's 4. Because this would then have to be activated with that being a 9, right? If that's 4, that's 9. Which gives you 7, 8, 5. 5, 5. But... but then 9 does allow you to influence that with this. That's coming from this. And is there a bit of Sudoku? Or is this the point that we're getting closer to the 4-star? There's 9 there. The other worry is the puzzle I did before this. Just missed something for ages. That's quite often a thing as well. I mean, if that's 5, right? Then hang on, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So you can't have 8. So that's not 8. Which is 8's there. Not really a problem. Really hoping I haven't crossed something off that causes any issues. So if that was 8, right? It does quite a lot because 8 means that that has to be a 7. Which means this has to be a 7. With 8, 8, and 9. Where did I start this from? If this cell is 8 down here, then that has to be 7 and 7. And this has to be a 1. Which makes this a 2, 5, Makes this a 6. Makes that a 7, 8, 9. Still works at the moment. 8, 8, 7, 5, 5. Would put 5s there. And here. It's going way too far now, isn't it? And it can't just be that this is a Renban, can it? Why on earth have I put 2? Oh, because those 2s. I was worried then. Maybe I need to pencil mark what this can be. Because this is more restricted. Like the... That's not really, is it? The fact that 8s can't go there. We need 6s, don't we? Oh, so 6s are down here. 6s are up there. 5, 6. So 7 put 8, 9, and 7. And 9, that can never be an 8. Because that puts 8, 7. That puts 8, 7, 9, doesn't it? Yeah. So if 5, 7, 8, 6, what does that leave? 3 and 4. No, it doesn't. 5, there's a 4 there. 5, 7, 8, 6 is 1 and 3. Oh, that doesn't really mind either way, does it? 5. The thing about 5 is it puts 7 and 8 here and 6 there. Oh, we got fireworks in the background. And this is my first... I mean, that's the second. It's a bit early. First fireworks that these 2 cats have had to deal with. And at the moment, they're coping incredibly well. Which is nice. What am I missing? And if that's 7, that's active, so then that can't be a 3. And that couldn't be 7. If that's 7, that's 7. Is that anything? 8, 5, 1. If these are 5s, it just puts a 5 there. And we're just laughing. 7, and yeah, so 7 is the only thing that would influence that. Would mean that's not a 3. It would make this not a 4. I think I'm missing something incredibly obvious. 7 would put 7. Right, I'm just going to go around and have a quick look at everything that I've crossed off. Just to make sure that nothing is influencing something it shouldn't do. And that I need to go around and check that everything that needs influencing has been influenced. If that made any sense. I mean, this is close to being a quad, isn't it? Surely. But not really. Where did I get to? About here? Being 5, that being 3. Let's get rid of the colours in things that aren't lines, because that's also just confusing me. 2 doesn't worry. 1, 6, 7, and 8, 9. 5, 7, 8, 5, and 8. 4 looks good. 3 looks good. So 7, 9, 6, 7, 8. Does one of these have to be a 5? No. Now is everything being pointed at? That is. This is. This is. That is. That from down here. This from there. This guy from there and this guy from itself. This guy from up top. That guy's good. That guy from there. This guy's good. This guy's good from there. This guy's happy. This guy's happy. It's not this cell, is it? Oh, blooming heck. Sorry. Oh, no, he's from there. I mean, it gets rid of those 7s. 7's there? Oh, that's not true. That could be 7, potentially, I think, yeah. So he's okay. He's potentially okay if he's a 1. And if 1 and 2, 5, 6, 3, 4, 5, 8. If 1 and 7, interestingly, which I hadn't seen, because if 1, 2, 5, 8, and that also puts 6, 7, 4, if that's helpful. 8, 7, 5, 5. What am I thinking? 1, 1, 2, 5 means that has to be a 7. Gives you a 7 here, gives you a 7 there. Looks like it's gonna work. 7 here puts 9 there. Oh, okay, that breaks. Right. 9s. Oh, I'm so sorry. How long was that? Was that about 10 minutes? Oh, it feels... No, it's got to be way longer than that. Oh, dear Lord. Ah. Well... Whoops. Oh, it's even in the box, isn't it? Oh, no. Well, It was something obvious. And I was looking at those lines thinking, what on earth is happening with those? Right, so this guy is looking at that. That's good. I can cross him off now. He needs picking up, which can only come from this 5. 3, 6, 6. 8, 7, 6, 6, 5, and 8, 3. Cool. Right. Back on track. Cross you off. He's fine. He's just chilling. That's all good. He's not influencing. Oh, we can't be in at 5. That was close. 7, 8, 8. That means he's not influencing anything. He's not influencing anything. He's not doing anything either. This guy is, though. 7 going to that. Whoops. Going to that. Try that again. 1, 4, 6, 9. 6, 4. Can't be 9. So that's either 2, 3, or 5. Not 5s. 5's down here. Well, I've done quite a lot of the groundwork of what stuff could and couldn't be, at least. 4. What am I looking at? 2, 3, 4, 5. Gives you that. 1s. Is that a quad? That looks like a quad. There's an 8 here, isn't there? The 1 or 7. 1, 4, 7. What are these cells? 1, 2, 3, and 7. 1s. It's not 8. Good. Right. You can cross off that guy. And then this guy needs to be the 8, 7. Lovely. 4s, 2 3s. Let's get rid of that. In fact, at this point, I'm just gonna get rid of all my those pencil marks. 8, 1 and 2. That looks good. 9, 6, 7, 6. 3, 4. 3's come around. So there's a 2, 4 virtual pair there. Which 1, 2, 3, 4, 9, 6, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 7, 9, 3, 4. 4's down here. And big finish. 9, 7, 7, 1, 1, 2. It's like this. Apparently, that is that way around. Nice. Right. Well, that felt like a good solve for maybe about 75% from what I was doing. And then I just was blind for quite some time. So apologies for that. Well, I'll publish this anyway. It was a lovely puzzle. Enjoyed it a lot. It's not a rule set I've seen before. I assumed that there was one that you created, but I don't know. But anyway, yeah, and surprisingly quite an obvious solve path. As in, like a well telegraphed solve path. I was never, or I didn't feel like I was looking in the wrong place at any time, which was nice. But yeah, I really enjoyed that. That was a good little puzzle. Well, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Chat to you all sometime later. Bye.